Hello everybody and welcome back. Today we're reviewing round 2 of the URC. What a round it was. Some absolutely stunning results in there, some big scores, some absolutely monumental upsets, may I just say. I know I will cover every round, but there's one game that I really do want to get into, and I think most of you know what game that will be. Anyway, let's start off. I'll go down as usual. My predictions actually landed quite well. I think I got all bar one. So yeah, let's go. Starting off with, we have Leinster versus Dragons. I predicted Leinster for a fairly routine win, and to be brutally honest with you, they got one. 36 points to 6, nothing too unusual. They are Dragons, of course. They were off the back of a good win against Ospreys, but just couldn't back up against a decent Leinster who's already cemented themselves to the top of this table. Surprise, surprise. Next up, Glasgow played Benetton. Glasgow, I thought, after a rough first game with a late defeat to Ulster, Benetton with a draw to Scarlets, so both not having an amazing first game. I thought they'd both go in for a big fight. I didn't quite think it would be as one-sided as it was. Benetton just had poor discipline. I think they were down to 12 at one point, which just isn't going to work. Glasgow 42, Benetton 10. I did say Glasgow would win. But I think the biggest point you can take away from this game was that Johnny Matthews was on the wing for Glasgow at one point. So yeah, I think that's one of the winnings for the Lions, nailed down with Johnny Matthews. I'm not kidding. Anyway, yeah, so that's 2 out of 2 so far. Next up with the Lions versus Ulster. Lions going back to what they were doing at the end of the season last year, with them getting a good win at 35-22. I did say they would win, they did. Good win for the Lions. Again, they can do the work at home. It's just the away form that's just not quite there yet, and I think they've got a good chance to improve on it, but we'll have to wait and see till they start coming across. Next up with the Bulls versus Edinburgh. What a tight game this was. I actually did think Edinburgh would take it for a chunk of the game, but not quite. Bulls 22, Edinburgh 16. Edinburgh 2 losses from 2. Might be slightly disappointed. However, looking at it, that's Leinster at home and Bulls away. 2 games you probably wouldn't expect them to win. 3 bonus points, so I think they would be pretty proud of that. Yeah, for a team that missed out on top 8 for bonus points, they got like 11 wins last year, of well enough to be in the top 8, but missed out because they couldn't get bonus points. They've gotten 3 in the first 2 games, so that's a really good start. Bonus point wise, you just need to start picking up those wins, and I think they will, because they've actually played quite well. Bulls look pretty solid. It seemed like a team kind of on the first game of the season, you know, not bad, not amazing. It's kind of it, yeah. I did say this game would be a try-fest, not quite, but hey. And we've finally got here Zebre 42, Munster 33. Yeah, what a result for Zebre. I think I said that I could see Zebre challenging some of the teams, maybe picking up a couple of results, but I thought Munster would be too good for them. Evidently not. I did also say I think Zebre will win a few games this season. I was right in that part. But it's not all about me saying I told you so. What a result for Zebre. I do think Munster weren't 100% firing. You know, I'm not saying that Zebre completely outclassed a top class Munster. I thought Munster weren't amazing, but I thought fair play to Zebre. You know, they saw their opportunity and they took it with some pretty good tries as well. And in such a high-scoring manner as well. You'd think if Zebre were going to beat Munster, they'd shut them down and nick a late one, but no. I mean, they had to come back from a deficit at half-time, but they always looked like they were in it, you know. But fair play to Zebre, really good win for them. Munster, I think they've got a little bit to look in the mirror for, but I don't think it's that bad. Next up, Scarlets versus Cardiff. All Welsh affairs. Scarlets blitzed into the lead 15-0 really quickly, but they just fell apart after that. A bunch of errors and mistakes led to Cardiff ending up with a fairly comfortable win, 24-15 to them. That's a good result. Connacht versus Sharks. Again, what a result! What a game actually that one was. Sharks ran to 27-7 lead at, I believe that was the half-time score, 27-7. If not, it was close to it. Just give me a second. Yes, 27-7 half-time. And for them Sharks to then have to score a last-minute penalty to rescue a losing bonus point. What a comeback from Cardiff. Not Cardiff, Connacht even. The Dex comms upgrade starting to look good as well. You're starting to see that come in. Something I was asking, is it by the same people who did Scotstoun? Because the main stand looks quite a bit like Scotstoun's main stand. I'm not sure, but yeah. What a result for Connacht. Sharks again. Their away form just slipping. Now I know they're missing some key players, so they can be excused, but still, that'll be a hurtful blow for them. And then Ospreys versus Stormers, the final game. I said Ospreys to win. They did, 37-24. That was also a pretty entertaining game. Again, it just looked like a team that was in the first game of the season, missing some internationals, versus a team that had played a game or two and were pretty well. Also a South African team in Europe. Again, we're getting back to that trend that at home the South African teams are pretty, really, really good, but just away from home, when they have to come up to Europe, they're just not there. That's the results. So I got 7 out of 8, so a bit better than last week where I got 3 out of 6. I know there's still 2 to play, so it could be 5 out of 8, but yeah. To run you over the table, we've got Stormers 16, Sharks 15. I know they've played one less. Benetton 14, Scarlets 13, Edinburgh 12, Dragons 11, Bulls 10, they've played one less. Ulster 9, Lions 8, they've played one less, so a South African team in the top 8 after playing one game less. Munster 7th, Zebre are up in 6th, Ospreys in 5th, Glasgow in 4th, Connacht in 3rd, Cardiff in 2nd, and Leinster in 1st. Again, I wouldn't take too much from the table at the minute. However, it is maybe a few things starting to take shape. The only 2 teams who are perfect and unbeaten at the minute are Leinster and Cardiff, both on 10. They've both got maximum points. So that is the round. Let me know what you thought on it. Let me know how your team did, if they won, lost, or whatever. Thank you very much for watching. If you enjoyed, make sure to like and subscribe. And until next time, I shall see you later.